Las Vegas is one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S. and one of the most unchurched. It's why church planters here say this city is key to advancing the gospel.
The overall majority of people, I guarantee you, especially if they're from the West Coast, have never had someone sit down and explain who Jesus is.
Seeing themselves first as missionaries, Josh Carter and Joseph Gibbons work as Southern Baptist church planters. Their mission field, what they describe as the pre-Christian culture of Las Vegas.
These are people that did not grow up around church. It doesn't fit within their norms of how to do life.
That's why Carter, Gibbons, and their team hope to take what many know as Sin City for the gospel. They're planting 13 churches in this booming metropolis of 2 million.
Good morning, friends. Good
with
morning.
An updated playbook that uses social media as a starting point.
It literally, that is the front door for people. They're going to check you out. They're going to follow you.
These church planters also rely heavily on meeting their neighbors face to face. For Gibbons and his wife, that has meant local Vegas playgrounds during the height of COVID.
Really, nothing was open. We have little kids, 5 and 3, and so my wife would take them out to parks, and she would meet moms.
That led to relationships that then moved toward a focus on the Word.
For us, it's about not thinking of ourselves more highly than we ought, but getting into a posture of we all need to meet each other on the ground level of the gospel.
And from there, Favor City Church began to grow right in the midst of a pandemic.
When the limit of gathering was 10, we were like, great, we have 6. And so we just started to gather.
Favor City is part of a wave of Southern Baptist plants that are moving the needle in the right direction. The denomination's North American Mission Board, or NAM, launched close to 600 last year, up 36% over 2019.
I think there is hope. You know, the North American Mission Board is planting hundreds upon hundreds of churches, surprisingly high numbers even in 2020.
And these churches are diverse. 6 in 10 last year were non-Anglo. That is crucial as experts predict that whites will decline to a minority population as early as 2045. Researchers say plans like Favor City could lead the way as the church in the U.S. seeks to diversify and reverse trends, especially out west and in New England, where large numbers of people have no religious affiliation. They're also battling church closures, which outpaced openings in 2019. To keep up with these closing doors and population growth, Lifeway Research estimates that nearly 2,000 new churches must open each year. That means the call for church planters is as urgent as ever, but those in the trenches caution the work is difficult and slow.
You don't necessarily magically launch a church on one day. You engage a city over a period of time. You make disciples.
Favor City recently baptized a new group of believers and began services. So while it's seen as an uphill climb in this city, Gibbons says the Spirit is moving.
I'm not building this thing. I'm just stewarding where God is active.
Reporting in Las Vegas, Heather Sells, CBN News.